Hey everybody, time for another Planet Chili status update. So first of all, thanks everyone who voted in the last update video. Let's check out the results of that vote. So we're gonna edit, paste, beautiful. Let's run this through. And we'll wait for it to download. Drum roll please, and here we go. The game on has it 57-14. Beautiful. And I mean, I'm kind of glad. I was willing to take it either way, but I'm glad that most of you are digging, the stuff I made, and you're enjoying the practical examples of, making just simple games with C++, putting it all to work. Now, secondly, let's talk about where we're going in the future here. So here is my plans for the next few episodes. We're going to do, tutorial 19 is going to be 2D vectors, mathematics stuff. This is going to revolutionize the way we think about positions and velocities and all sorts of good stuff. It's just nice, and it's also basically essential, especially if you want to get into 3D shit. It's all vectors, so you might as well start them off young. Got to get there before, never mind. Tutorial 20, Fartanoid. This is going to be a brick breaker clone game. It's going to be a nice test of, using our vectors and doing some other bullshit. It's going to be good times. I'm already recorded most of it, so it might be a little long, but I think it'll be actually easier to get through than Snack, but we'll see. Now, I've decided, for a while, I thought tutorial 20 was going to be the end, and then we were going to start intermediate and, do pointers and strings and all that bullshit. But I've got a few things that I just want to kind of wrap up before we get into intermediate. And I figure we'll have another small arc. We'll get another little game in there. And then we'll start on intermediate with a clear conscience. That doesn't make any sense. So, tutorial 21, we're going to do 2D arrays. The idea right now, we think of arrays as just like a line of boxes that we throw our numbers in. Now we're going to think of them as a grid of boxes that we throw our numbers in. And that'll be useful for a bunch of bullshit. Enumerations and switch statements, that's just basic C++ stuff that you got to learn at some point. So might as well get that out of the way. It's not really intermediate topic. It's pretty basic, so I'd like to cover it before we move into the intermediate series. Then we're going to do Meme Sweeper. Maybe that's the tentative name, but we're going to make a Minesweeper clone. It'll be cool. And the Minesweeper clone will give us a good motivation for me to teach recursion. So the basic idea of recursion, which, you got to learn at some point, and this will be a good opportunity. So a short arc. These episodes shouldn't be too long, and there's only 3 teaching episodes and then 1 game episode. So short arc, and then we're going to be into intermediate, and in there we're going to learn about all sorts of crazy memory bullshit, pointers, and strings and file access, and then after that we'll actually be able to load a bitmap into memory and draw it as a sprite on the screen. Awesome. And once you can do sprites, guess what? You can also draw motherfucking text. So we'll do all that shit. We'll be moving forward, marching towards our end goal. Good times. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this episode. Now, at the end, last but not least, let's have a little bit of show and tell. So some people have dropped down some fat beats, and let's see what they got here. So this one was submitted by a guy named Johnny something. Johnny G? Why can't I enter? Yeah, play again. No! What? Okay, enter to begin. There we go. Sweet. Go. We gotta press space to serve. Let's do it. So he made a brick breaker clone, which is, pretty, timely considering that we're going to be making Fartanoid very soon. But that's basically the idea right here. Good. I like the, it's weird. It's cool. I like it. It's a nice little project that he made. And it'll be cool for him because he'll get now to see how Chili will do it and compare that to his own thing. But I like the graphics, I like the presentation. Very nice work. Mr. Johnny G, kudos to you. Next up, a little number by Mechatronics. And it's basically the Pooh game, but he also added some of the stuff from the other tutorials. and he made it all weird. It's weird how when you move to the bottom here, all the poos wig out, and then you move up and they do some weird kind of patterns and shit. It's almost like they respond to the dude's motion, but anyways, it's cool. It's a nice little thing. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Mechatronics. Last but not least, a longtime forum member, Mr. Godin, submitted this thing here, and it's pretty cool. It's based on the SNEC engine, so he just modified SNEC, and he made it so that, it's a level. It's got walls that you can't pass through, and there's like things that are moving around. I don't really understand all of it, but it's an interesting modification. You could see here, you can make a whole bunch of different kinds of games. You can make a Pac-Man game out of this. It's almost a Pac-Man game already, actually. But you can do a whole bunch of shit with the SNEC engine. If you put your mind to it, use your goddamn imagination, you can do some shit. You can submit that shit, and I will very likely put that shit in a video, and people will see it, and you'll be like, shit, that's my shit on Chili's video. Fucking sweet. But anyways, so that's the update for today. Happy coding. I will see you soon with C++ and 3D and all that good bullshit.